Welcome MegaWhale team to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at CHR. Before we get started, I wanted to announce the winner of the $2,000 giveaway. So if you see your name pop up on the screen right now, congratulations, you are the winner. Please contact me via my Telegram channel or my email in the description below. We can organize the direct transfer to your preferred wallet address after. So congratulations to you and everyone else. Great job for entering the giveaway. We're going to be holding giveaways every couple of weeks, so make sure to jump onto the next one. All right, let's get stuck into the chart. CHR was requested to take a look at, so we'll dive right in. So I've got a few things to look at today and a couple different time frames and charts to go over. So as we can see, we had this long-term resistance. I'll grab my pen out. Our long-term resistance over here. I just traveled all the way down and we found resistance at a few critical points along the way in August and March. And we had that breakout in October with that support resistance flip and that sent us upwards. All right, we had a nice strong impulse up and I believe that was around 250%. Pretty close to 250%, so a pretty strong move upwards, guys. And since then we have retraced a considerable amount, I think around 70%, yeah, 69, 70%, and have since dropped back down. So we've got two options right now. We're gonna come talk about the technicals in a minute, but we'll take a look at the chart first. Number one is we've got this support line, this blue line. I put it in nice and blue so you can see this is our critical support line. We do need to hold this. We can see we had a wick below, instantly bought back up. This is just a liquidation wick, nothing to worry about. And we had that retest over here. So we've had two retests, guys, which is good to see, which is this support is quite strong and it's holding the price up. And we did see a lot of resistance, particularly around this range here. And even around this range here, indicating that this support and resistance is quite strong. So whichever side we're on, whether we're above it, it's gonna be support, below it, it's gonna be resistance, and it's gonna be a strong one. So we do wanna maintain above that 50-cent range. And I think as long as we maintain above 50 cents, we're pretty good for a move upwards. So what happens if we drop below that 50 cents range? I would expect to see a push downwards. And I would expect to see a push downwards to about 34, 35 cents. Hopefully getting that support resistance flip and a push up. So this is worst case scenario. If we see Bitcoin drop to about $43,000, which we do think is going to happen, and if it does happen, it will happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. We'll see a nice strong wick down and liquidation wick and a push back upwards. Otherwise, the chart is actually looking really, really good for CHR. A lot of altcoins aren't looking too good right now, but I'm going to say CHR is looking great. I really do think it looks good. The MACD looks good. The price action looks good. Again, it's retraced a lot. We can obviously tell the selling pressure is dying down. And it's pretty evident by the MACD over here. We've got these light red candles indicating that buying volume is increasing, selling volume is decreasing. And we're seeing the price move downwards as that is happening and moving upwards, which is a nice divergence. So I would expect CHR to push to the upside pretty soon. I do think we need to break 62 cents. 62 cents being that local resistance. Now we'll go to a shorter time frame in a second so you can see it a little bit more accurately. But 62 cents is that first little bit of resistance we need to push over, and we'll create a nice engulfing candle and a little high compared to that 11th to 13th of December candles. All right, so the MACD is looking good for a crossover. The RSI is bottomed out. Overall, the chart is looking pretty prime for a move up. Let's move down to a shorter time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame here, we can see we've had this falling wedge, which is nice to see, and we had a strong break up to the upside, about 8% or so or something, break to the upside, and we did get rejected on that 62 cent range. And this is what I'm saying, 62 cents is pretty important. We can see we found a lot of support here on 62 cents, which propelled us into a continuation upwards, and we found a lot of resistance and support around this range over here, and again, resistance here. And you can see that price is kind of flirting around on that line now, kind of pushing and pulling, and it's trying to push over, and I believe if we do push over, we will continue upwards. So let's take a look. Where do we think we'll go? Let's do a little Fibonacci retracement real quickly. Cool. So it's not quite accurate, that's better. So we're looking at 0.5 to 6.18 fib range. This will be our target range over here. Cool, so we got our target range in, we can delete these lines. All right, so we'll be looking for a entry and about 79% rise over here. And we'll put our stop loss down around just below 54 cents. So we're gonna be posting this trade in the free channel. So make sure to click the link in the description, join our Telegram free channel. It will hold, well, the trade will cover all our entry points, our take profits, our stop losses, and all other data you need to successfully follow this trade. Now, for those of you who know me, I'm a big fan of Ichimoku Cloud, but I wanted to go over one thing today, which is this black line here, the lagging span. So the lagging span is a momentum indicator. It's going to indicate basically the price momentum, and it's a great way to determine whether we're in a uptrend or a downtrend, or whether we're bullish or bearish. Generally, if the lagging span is underneath both the cloud as well the price being underneath the clouds, we're in a downtrend. We saw that here. We saw the lagging span was underneath the clouds and the price was underneath the clouds. We head down. All right, and we saw the opposite here. The price was over or above the clouds, the lagging span was over above the clouds, and we went upwards. All right, so right now we're seeing a bit of a mix. We can see the lagging span is actually above the clouds, but the price is below the clouds. All right, so what does this indicate? Well, to me, it indicates that we're looking good, all right, and we're primed for a bounce. And I think we'll definitely see a push upwards, or I think we've got a good chance at least at seeing a push upwards to that $1.10 range that we indicated before, that 79% move, all the way to the top of the clouds. Now, I don't know if we're going to have enough buying volume to break above the clouds and out, but I think we'll definitely push into the clouds here. Of course, look at the charts yourself and try to figure out what you think. This is not financial advice, this is just my opinion. I do think we'll push up into this cloud range over here, and I don't know what's going to happen next. We'll have to analyze the charts there, but we did just get a nice bullish flash with the break above that conversion line. And again, I've talked about it a few times, the conversion line being a pretty important signal. When we break above that conversion line, we will send up. We can see that this whole drop here, this whole 60-70% drop, this conversion line has been acting as a resistance, guys. We now have broken above the conversion line. All right, are we going to close above the conversion line and push over 62 cents? We'll find out soon, but that's what's going to have to happen for us to continue upwards. All right, guys, if you have any questions, make sure to comment below. I tried to keep today's video quite short. I don't want to go over too much of CHR. We just wanted to talk about the short term, where we think it's going to be heading in the next few weeks, which is what I think we did. We went over a short trade signal. We do think it's going to be going upwards. We do think we'll see about a 70% return on CHR. And of course, if we drop below the 50-cent range, then we'll be worried. So remember, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter and join the Telegram discussion in the link below to access a free trade. I'll see you in the next video.